Hello and welcome to a special hot tub edition of Jesus Laughed Media reviews. We go over some of the latest videos or movies that have been out in theaters and try to review them, with our subjective beliefs here at Jesus Laughed. Obviously, I'm Joel, also known as the Joel-rater, and then we have the comic fanboy, Stephen Karras.
That's just offensive, Joel.
Hello to all of you. Our video that we were going over, what is the video we were going to review here, Stephen?
Today we're going to be going over Transformers
Age of Extinction.
Age of Extinction.
Yes.
It's the third sequel to the first Transformers movie that came out. Once again, directed by Michael Bay, produced by him. Obviously, the previous cast didn't want to come back and sign on for this film, so they had to essentially reboot the franchise, but they still wanted to continue the storyline, so they brought in new people. Mark Wahlberg is the headliner. Stars as Cade Yeager, does a great job. There's a bunch of Kelsey Grammer's the villain this time. Let me see his role. You look at it, he's playing Harold Addington. He's the evil mastermind of the whole thing. And then you have T.J. Miller. You have Stanley Tucci, another great performance. Jack Reiner and Nicola Peltz. That's the best reason.
Steven's favorite.
Hey, she was beautiful. She was beautiful. She's beautiful.
What you mean to say is that she made a beautiful performance in this video.
In every scene she was in. Anyway, this movie takes place 5 years after Transformers was the last one that came out, Dark Moon Rising. I personally have never seen any of these Transformers movies.
And I've only seen the first one fully through. I've seen some clips from the two other videos, the second and third. I heard were just very bad, so I really didn't have too much high expectations. But as Steven said, there was the actors that were in the other ones did not want to come back. Thank goodness. They were horrible. Shia LaBeouf? No. Who else? Megan Fox? No.
Are you kidding?
Every other actress that was supposed to be Shia LaBeouf's girlfriend? No. They were all horrible, okay? I thought the set of actors that they brought in, give or take some actors, and actresses were pretty good. I really did like how they actually made me feel for the characters. I did feel for Shia LaBeouf. I didn't in the first video.
Feel for Shia LaBeouf?
Yes, exactly. No, we don't. Why put him in a video? Thank goodness he didn't want to come in this last one. Or I would have probably been sitting here feeling pretty good in this hot tub, but still feeling pretty bad about the movie. So, I really thought bringing in the new actors was a very good idea, and the actors that they brought in, as Steven said, was a very good choice, I thought.
So the film takes place 5 years after Battle of Chicago. Humans are now mad. Well, no, government agents, humans, are mad at the Autobots for destroying the world. So you have Kelsey Grammer plays Harold Addington, this guy who's trying in the CIA to hunt down Autobots and take their, what is it they call it? Transformium. The metal that is in the Autobots to make his own Transformers. He uses Megatron, the villain from the first film, takes his head along with all the different Autobots and along with, who is it? Joshua Joyce, who's played by Stanley Tucci, the bald guy, very great actor.
I did love his.
Uses his company to create Autobots for the U.S. government.
There's new characters. You feel for the new characters. They get involved with Autobots. Also get involved with the government. It's the exact same plot as the first one, just with a new set of characters. Basically, that's the plot. If you're going to see this again, if you're going to think, obviously, the people that have probably seen it have seen it already. Are we going to do our ratings?
Yeah, what's your rating? Give it a rating.
Now that you guys know the plot, the ratings. The Joel-rater, I thought it was pretty good. I'll give it a 7.5. I thought it was good enough to see. A lot of people will tell you it's not good enough to see. Me personally, I liked what they did with it. I liked it a lot better. Mark Wahlberg was, I thought, great in this movie. Obviously, Transformers, what you're looking for is action. They had a lot of it, and it was great. So I gave it a 7.5. To me, for a Transformers movie, I think that's really good. And a lot of people will tell you that's a little high. Me personally does not think so, after seeing the first one and how it compares. Steven, what do you think?
I'm not that far off. You have to see the movie, I think. See it in 3D. I thought the 3D was cutting edge.
Yes.
Great 3D. I'm going to give it a 7.3. So not that far off from Joel. I think the movie the movie was a solid plot. You know, it's the action was beautiful,
Yes, I did
shots
like
were
it.
beautiful,
Yep.
but there's just some scenes where it's like, you know, they're promoting. They gotta have some.
It was just a little
backdoor.
too. Like he opens up a what was it, a Budweiser, and it was just like
The whole scene
you knew it was a huge advertisement. I was just like, you could make it a little more subtle than that, and
Exactly.
still make it look really good. But
anyway, let's go on to a little more of the gritty details of the film.
So this is where
the
if you-
spoiler.
yeah, spoilers.
If you haven't seen it, maybe don't watch this part.
personally, me, I was a little concerned about how they sort of took from the past video. I only saw the first one, but I just hated how the main villain again. Now, Steven's gonna disagree with me with this, but the main villain was Megatron. The main reason that everyone was scared in the movie was because this guy that was taking transformium and turning it into different Autobots that the government could use. They used to make these Autobots. They had to use Megatron's brain or something like that. So what I take from that is they're just recycling this old plot of Megatron.
To be fair, Megatron is the Transformers main villain.
He is the main villain, but that doesn't mean you have 4 videos, and at the 4th video he is still one of the villains.
In every movie, though?
And
I don't.
that is just that I cannot stand that. Okay, like that is just dumb to me. That is probably going as low as what was it, X-Men: Days of Future Past, where everything's a big lie, and it turns out that everyone's all fine. It's like the same thing. Turns out that Megatron somehow gets a new body at the end because of some weird circumstance. I really didn't like that cop-out, how they just took and tried to recycle as many things as they could. The whole situation, how he just happened upon this truck that happened to be Optimus Prime. Like don't get me wrong, I thought it was a good movie. I felt for the characters, which I did not in the first video. But all there was, the level of recycling in this movie just was really, it made me mad. It really did. So that's why I didn't give it a little higher than that, than my 7.5. So that's where I thought it went
the dad
wrong.
and daughter relationship between Cade and the daughter was a beautiful storyline.
I did like
the
that.
struggle there.
I did like
They
that.
both acted very well. I liked the rebelliousness the daughter had. I
Yes.
thought it
Realism.
added, realistic to the. Don't go to this movie expecting to find something realism. The rivalry between the human version of the Transform. Bumblebee was hilarious throughout the whole film. Kelsey Grammer again. I love the way he still sings. His voice, his presence on film. He's been in really cruddy movies like Last Stand, but he is such a great actor.
He really
Kelsey
does
Grammer
fit
is.
the government rogue agent that no one really likes.
Well,
that he's dealing with the enemy. He played a really good sinister governmental agent. I really like the way he did it. He really pulled it off great. I definitely agree with Steven in that instance. The one actor I think that stood out among the rest that Mark Wahlberg was good and all and getting me to feel for him, but the actor that was creating these bad Autobots that were made from Megatron, that was made from Transformium. What was his name? Tucci?
Yeah. Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci played a great role because not only do you see how obviously you have the main villain, which is Kelsey Grammer. He is against everyone, and he employs this
An assassin.
basically the assassin that sort of helps Kelsey Grammer, but he's sort of the main villain. But you see this guy Stanley Tucci and how he has to come to terms with what he doesn't know, what he's actually creating. He doesn't know how bad Megatron is and how he doesn't have control over. I just like how you see him change from this guy that he just wants to make money, from a guy that really understands the badness, the horribleness of how bad these Transformers can be in the wrong hands. And he finally realizes that. I like that transformation. I thought the actor did a great job in just sort of seeing that transformation.
Other things he's been, because he's the announcer guy in the Hunger Games with
Yes.
purple hair.
And I wouldn't never expect him in that.
He was the guy who actually tried to be Monk for a day.
Yes.
In the episode Mr. Monk Meets the Actor.
Monk. Yes.
He's a great actor, and he added a lot to Transformers. So again, I think this movie is a must-see. I haven't seen any of the Transformers, so I don't know what I'm not a comic book nerd guy when it comes to Transformers. Not my speed. Always thought Transformers was corny, but I love this movie. I think you got to go see it. I don't think there's a lot more that needs to be said.
Well, I think there is a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but I think
Not
we
about
do
the
need to go-
movie.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the critics.
We need to talk about the critics here. And first of all, the first place I like to go is Rotten Tomatoes, because I like to see...
Joel needs to know if it's certified fresh.
Exactly.
He's a man who cares about his food.
Yes.
He's got to know.
Yes, and I went there a little disappointed. I gotta admit, they gave it the ratings that the past two videos got. The what was it, Dark Moon, and the middle two videos of the Transformers got, which I didn't even see, but it got the same rating, and I believe the first Transformers got in the 70s, I believe. If it didn't get in the 70s, it got in the mid 60s, and this Transformers: Age of Extinction got 17%. 16%. And when I looked at that, I was like, no, this was not, because if the first one got 65 or even 70%, there was no way this one got 17%. It's just not possible.
I think people are getting a little tired of the Transformers.
But they're getting tired of it because of the older two movies. They're just, I don't understand, because I came in not expecting much because Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox did such a horrible job in the first movie. I thought it was just a breath of fresh air when it comes to Transformers, and in terms of the acting. We've already gone over the acting, who actors we thought. But I just think the critics were not good. I mean, obviously this is my opinion. A lot of people have other views. But I just didn't think the critics were giving it as much as they should have.
No, I mean, again, a solid 7.3. I thought it was better than X-Men. The acting was phenomenal. Again, it's a crappy script. It's a script that it's aliens invading Earth. Who hasn't seen a script like that? But
Yeah.
the actors and Michael Bay gave it a different look than I think what I was expecting. You know, Michael Bay's has
But then again, he
a tough
didn't
job.
see the first one, so he didn't.
True. I haven't seen, so maybe we're completely wrong. But again, I think critics were completely wrong. You look on IMDb, it got a 6.4 out of 10,
Which was a
Tad
little
more
closer.
respectable.
Yep.
You know, I loved the film. I thought it was solid. I thought it did everything it needed to do. I think people need to stop hating on Michael Bay, because he's the director. He didn't write it. He didn't act in it. All he did was say, I'm going to be given all the pieces and try and do the best job I can with this film. And I think it worked.
Yes.
So stop hating on him.
Come on, guys. Stop hating. That's the message from Jesus Left Films in terms of Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Jesus isn't about that, man.
Exactly. Come on, where's the love? Quoting Black, what was it?
Love.
Well, you can go there. I can go to the Black Eyed Peas. Where's the love, guys? Where's the love?
Why would he even go to Black Eyed Peas? I gave him an opportunity to be a Beatles guy, and he spits in my face.
Hey, that's the song I like. Anyway, thanks you so much let me do that again. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you watch some of our other trailers, or not other trailers, but other reviews of other videos that we've done in the past. We're gonna be trying to do ones coming up. Just, our hot tub experience is done after
And it's hot.
the cycle is gone, and I'll see you next time, guys. We'll see you next time here on Jesus Laughs
Stay
Media
groovy.
Reviews.
God
Thank you.
bless.
God bless.